Shalom friends, I'm so excited to introduce you to this video series on kosher speech. Kosher speech is the Jewish spiritual practice of being careful with our words and of having an awareness that our words have tremendous power to harm or to help our relationships. So I'm excited to dive into this mitzvah, to study with you, to learn with you, to hear about your personal experiences. And I also invite you to join us in our Neshama community for any of our upcoming events, either online or in person. You can find all of our information at niboka.org. And I would love to see you. So here we go, kosher speech. Kosher speech number 4, don't gossip. We've spent some time considering the mitzvah of silence and minimizing our words. Now let's get to the concepts governing speech and what exactly is kosher speech. The book of Vayikra says, Lo telech rachil be'amecha. Don't go about as a talebearer among your people. This is the prohibition against gossip. Judaism commands us not to talk about others and especially not to be a vehicle for moving stories from person to person. This sounds easy, but we know it's really not. This comes up in daily conversations all the time. Did you hear that Jesse and Matt are getting married? I'm sorry to let you know, our friend Miriam is in the hospital. Even a simple question, how is your mom, brother, daughter doing, will lead to some story or information being transmitted. It seems basically impossible to avoid this altogether. So what is the Jewish value here? The essence is that talking about others should not be our main pastime. Greek philosopher Socrates taught, strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. Judaism elevates this value. The goal in our speech and interactions with others is to find a higher ground for our relationships, and that includes what we talk about. I admit this is really challenging. Not the no gossiping part. We all know well enough not to speak negatively about others or to pass on suspicious stories about others, but refraining from any kind of talk about other people, our kids, our parents, our close friends, especially when there is something good to say, that feels extra difficult. What would a conversation look like that didn't mention other people at all? What would we talk about exactly? How do we shift from a conversation at a lower level to conversations at a higher level? And how can we respond when gossip or other idle chatter comes up with our family and friends? This is a high bar, but one that Judaism teaches is important and worthwhile. Let's start by simply brainstorming some deeper topics we genuinely like to explore with our closest family and friends. If we can get beyond pleasantries, what subjects are we deeply interested in sharing with others? Let's give this some thought and challenge ourselves to introduce at least one deeper topic with a friend or family member this month. Kosher speech can elevate our souls and deepen our relationships. Thank you for learning with me and being part of our Neshama community.